Let's do word association.
Okay.
All right, vegan.
Racist.
Baby oil.
Back sex.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Murphy Show with my man, 100 Grand.
John Grimes in a building.
We're back, y'all. This is the best podcast you didn't know you needed to listen or watch, so tune in. The following is growing. We had 96 subs on YouTube.
Nice.
Close to that 100 mark.
Triple digits. We there after this.
I ain't gonna lie. It feels weird starting over because my other page got like 7,000 subs, but the views are starting to consistently go up, so the reels are doing a lot better, so we appreciate y'all, you know what I mean? And just keep sharing the video, man. Subscribe to the channel. Fuck with us.
We coming, man. Check by the 4th of July. It's going to be active. 4th of July. That's like what? We started in January?
No, we started in, I believe, August.
Of what?
2024.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Did we?
So, you know, we did, I believe, 4 or 5 episodes.
Got it.
And then we didn't put them up. And then we started the new channel.
Got it. Okay, new channel. I'm counting like new channel era. That's what I'm thinking.
That's still in like November.
Wow. Time be flying, dog.
Yeah, me and you might have started in September. No, I might have, I don't fucking remember.
There's no way it was in August, for sure. Because I know I was out of town every weekend in August. That'd be amazing if it was in August.
Yeah, it was October.
Okay.
Yeah, it was October because I looked at the text from the other dude.
Q4, got it.
Yeah.
Q4, got it. Q4.
So,
okay, so we active.
Yeah, but that's good because, like I said, we coming up, whatever, figuring shit out.
Oh, go ahead.
You ever see the movie Bronx Tale? A Bronx Tale?
All
right, so I think it came out in 93, 92, 93, something like that. Basically, the lead is a small Italian kid named Colodro. They call him C. It's a mob, like an Italian. He grows up in the Bronx. And the OG, like the shot caller on the block's a dude named Sonny, Chaz Palminteri. Chaz Palminteri actually wrote the movie about his childhood. So he's writing the movie based on the character C, but he plays like the mob boss or whatever. So there's one scene where this bike gang comes into town. I think they're trying to like say it's like the Hells Angels.
right.
They pull up to the bar on the corner where, you know, on their block. They go in there. They're giving an old dude a hard time. The nigga behind the bar. Can't remember exactly what they're doing. I ain't seen the movie in a while. They're giving him a hard time. So they're like, yo, go get Sonny. Sonny come down with the fat Italian, the goons. He's like, yo, chill out, bro. Like, let's just order your drinks, have a good time, you know, whatever. And they're like, all right, cool, whatever. And they do some extra, they're talking some crazy shit to him. He's like, all right, I'm asking y'all to leave now. They're like, what if we don't want to leave? They're talking more shit. Sonny turns around, locks the door, turns back to him and was like, yeah, now you can't leave. And they just start washing these niggas. The mobster niggas beat all these biker niggas up, drag them out, kick their bikes over and shit. It's probably one of the hardest parts of the movie. It was like the most gangster shit ever. Like, I'm asking you to leave. Like, yo, what if we don't want to leave? Click, locks the door. Now you can't leave, right? That's what Marvin Sapp did to them niggas at church. Oh, y'all want to donate $20? Yo, lock the door. Now you can't. Y'all want to tithe? Now you can't leave.
Yo.
Marvin Sapp is Sonny from the Bronx.
What a setup. I did not see church coming from that. I just got wind of that, like right before I pulled up about a preacher. Like some people have an issue with how a preacher's method of raising money. And I'm like, I've been a part of, I never got a door lock, but I've definitely had a preacher like give people a good talking to about more. Y'all not doing enough. It was, looking back on that, I'm like, man, they was getting you. It was getting you.
So what's your take on that?
Locking the door, if that wasn't like a play on, like, just, come on, y'all, let's lock in.
No. He was like, yo, lock the door. Hey, lock the doors. So I'll go back. I ain't going to do him too dirty. That sounded crazy. When we watched that clip, I was like, oh, he came, you know, he got flat. He wanted to clear it up today and said something along the lines like, nah, y'all took it the wrong way. Like, when it's time to collect the tithes, that's a vulnerable place for the church to be in because there's a lot of money being in. So we always lock the doors to secure it or whatever. But I've been in church a couple times. I ain't never seen niggas go, yo, lock the doors, unless they was already locked and there's nobody new.
Nah.
That's a fire
If you say
hazard.
lock the door, that means exactly what you meant.
Exactly.
Like, it's time to shake and move, everybody. Shake and move, turn some niggas upside down, come about that bread.
That's the PR response.
Absolutely. He forgot the cameras was there.
Oh, bro.
Where we at? 12,000? That's not what I said I wanted. Lock the door.
He said there's a 1,000 of y'all in the church, 1,000 of y'all online right now. I need a dub from everybody. That's 40 bands. Run it. Oh, y'all ain't? Yo, lock the doors, fam. And you seen him just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo, Ray, Chris. Like, he directed niggas to lock the door.
Could you imagine if we could do that at a comedy show?
Like, if they ain't clapping?
Like, yo, it's 300 people here. And I got some merch outside. I can either sell the merch or y'all can just give me the 20 right now. It's 300 people here. 20 out. I need to walk out here with 6,000 cash. So, with 6,000 in my Venmo. Like, that's crazy. That's the only infrastructure where you can literally make people give more for a service that they already paid for.
So
nobody else can do that.
I got mixed feelings about just the requirement of, because like I said in the last episode, I'm not no Bible dude like that or whatever, but back home we got a church on my side of town called Mount Eric, and it's like the black, on the east side of Pittsburgh, that's the black church to go to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The pastor, I don't know if he's still there, I think his name is Pastor Curtis, shout him out, he's a good dude. But he be coming to church in a Bentley, the Bentayga, the SUV, right? The church been talking about a building fund since I came home from Iraq in 2004. Same building, you know what I'm saying? So people were like, yo, how is the pastor coming to church in a Bentley and his congregation, his constituents are struggling, you know what I'm saying? So I see both sides to that. One is he makes money outside of his salary from being a church. He's a speaker.
Right.
He gets paid to go. He has a book, I believe. Like, so he gets paid. You can't dictate what I do with my money, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like this job isn't free. Like, you know how much time I'm dedicating to preparing a sermon each week to give you the word and all this, and how much schooling I went through and all this, like, to get to this point. Like, it ain't like you just picked me out of the hat and was like, go, you know what I mean? So it's like that. But then at the same time, it's like, if you got a Bentley and there's people in your congregation, like, lights is off, nigga, the math ain't mathing.
The spectrum of how wide they can go with a stunting, it should be very modest, right? Because everything in the Bible supports a modest lifestyle. A preacher with a Bentley is, to me, violating some part of the Bible. There's no way you can justify, because to buy a car that costs $200,000 or more means that you got to at least be able to be worth or have 5 to 10 times that to justify buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you worth $2 million, and what if he ain't? The $200,000 car is an asinine purchase.
Oh yeah,
it's excessive.
So you're saying it's either you got crazy bread and you're able to afford it,
Absolutely.
that makes it wild, or you don't have the money and what are you doing?
You wilding with the purchases.
Yeah.
And that's somebody's money. You let. If I went to church growing up, and we was the poor kids at church for sure. And I used to look, one of our preachers that would come, they used to be like, we had like church beef. Like, it was like a part of like let's say like a conference, like Eastern Conference, Western Conference. Our church had like 10 churches in our little conference. They would all meet once a year at the same church, the biggest church physically. And all the churches would meet there. And now, so we started to know other kids from other churches. And the main church, which had the bishop, when he came to our church for that once a year thing, all of his members would come and the kids would come too. And they start bragging on their pastor, like, yeah, our preacher got 7 Cadillacs. We'd be like, that sounds excessive. And like, he would drive some of them there sometime, maybe multiple. Like, it'd be like, you would see the Cadillacs, but he really do got set. Like, he might have a bunch of Cadillacs. And this is the 90s. So Cadillacs in the 90s
was
synonymous with
Maybach.
preachers and pimps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only 2 people that have those cars.
One and the same.
So it's like, as a
kid,
kid, I was like, man, it must be nice to be a preacher, man. I would want to be a preacher so that I can get a Cadillac one day. You know what I'm saying? And looking back now as an adult, I'm like, that was a lot of cars for a preacher. 1, 2, or 3. Like, you need 1 car to get to church. Why do you got 3? Like, everything I look back on as an older kid, and I'm like, dang, man. Like, they was getting it in.
it's like if you a pastor No. Let me say this: if you want to be young money, cash money type nigga,
Yeah.
you can't be go to a different career. Cause just imagine, right? There's some churches where them niggas pull up in Rolls Royces.
Oh, first time I
TD
came to
Jakes and
LA.
them niggas is coloring out. You know
My
what I'm
first trip to my first move out to LA, my roommate made me go to church with her, and the front street, the cars out front looked like
Magic City's
3-6 Mafia was there. Like it looked like, yo, we just won the Oscars. It was a Rolls Royce, it was a Bentley, it was there. And I'm like, how does everybody consciously come to church knowing that they ain't got it like that? But the other side of this, and maybe it's LA, so you might have Denzel Washington at that church or Westbrook or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's actually rich also at church.
that aren't actually of the church.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's also like, dang, we was broke, and we ain't had no car. So we need to ride home every church service or we catch the bus home. You know what I'm saying? And to think back now, I think like, man, somebody had multiple cars.
Your pastor got 6 cars.
Uh-huh.
Your mom don't got no. She's panhandling a ride to the back and forth to come serve under this
give
dude.
her money to the church.
Yeah, I'm giving you money. I can't even afford a car. You like, yeah, put this towards the, I mean? That gotta feel crazy.
As what older we got, the more we were like, hey. I'll tell you the craziest part. We were getting evicted, right? The landlord was kicking us out. And we had the money technically to pay the pay the rent landlord, not evict us. But that money was supposed to be for the church. Like it was only a few $100s, but there was the money she already set aside for the church to get to the church on like Sunday. We getting evicted like today. And we were like, Mom, maybe you should take that church money and just pay the rent so we can like not get evicted.
And your mom was like, nah, the Lord will take care of us.
The Lord will take care of us.
Nah, take that money. That's the Lord taking care of you. Pay that fucking
I'm not going to take the Lord's money and use it for this. We'll find another place to live. And we were all like, this is like, yo. So she did and paid the church, gave the money to the church, and we did get evicted. And so we were out on the street sidewalk. And I remember thinking to myself, man, if you gave that money that day and like to the church, and I don't know if you disclosed your position in life at the time, but
like, here's this 300, I'm going to be
so
on.
You know, I'm getting there. I don't know how somebody can't go, no. We'll figure it out. You do not don't give us this. Like somebody got to jump in and go, no, lady, are you hearing yourself? Like, and so, but she's so devoted to this day, very devoted. You can't take money from her to not give to the church. But so she was consistent with that. But it blew my mind in high school. I was at that day was one of the days I was like, yeah, I ain't feeling the church cash vibe as much as I used to.
Like my ex-girlfriend, her sister's husband, which is my boy, he's like a junior pastor. He's a pastor at that same church I just told you about. And him and his wife were devout. I mean, like loyal, everything. You know, they were struggling though. You know what I mean? Like anytime that if there was a situation I could help, I would, because that's family to me. You know what I'm saying? But they was to that church. They were loyal. And I remember one Christmas, they didn't have money for presents. Like they had two sons. They had no bread for presents. And I felt bad. And it was a Christmas I really couldn't afford to like, yo, we got you. I'll try to do something. But I remember the pastor was like, no, we're going to take care of it, bought all their stuff. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And I remember one time they were like, oh, the pastor's taking us on a cruise. He's paying for everything. And I was like, okay. They were getting that treatment because they were actually part of the church, not just members. Like they were husband and wife he was a pastor there. But other people that were struggling weren't getting that.
Right.
And I was just like, yo, that don't make you feel, you know, like some type of way? And he was just like, I mean, and I'll be honest, he was a super street nigga before this. Like he turned to the Lord because every last one of his friends that he grew up with was either dead or in jail. He was the last one.
No, I get that.
And he was like, basically like, nigga, I'm taking this. Like I don't have the leisure to feel bad for somebody else because I'm in that situation.
It's undeniable what the church can do for you in a sense of community. Like you do grow up in people that you know, familiar faces. They are positive to your growth. Like so many people who grew up in church was like, come on, John, I keep reading all those scriptures, memorize all those books. I would memorize so much stuff. Everything I did And even me, my public speaking ability, I think came from like church and doing the church speeches, Easter speeches, all that stuff. And I be thinking like, dang man, it really impacted me. And I also think sometimes too that I'm like, man, but at what cost, right? Like, could my childhood have been any better if like these things would have happened differently? But like, church is the thing that's in the community. And what I've noticed though, as an adult now, is looking at neighborhoods, is churches percentage wise make up a huge part of struggling neighborhoods. When I went to Memphis for the first time and saw how many churches were in Memphis, I was like, why is there? It's like liquor stores. You know how liquor stores been in
Liquor
the
stores
hood?
and churches.
It's churches in the hood just as much as liquor stores was. And I was like, that don't feel a little bit predatory?
Bro, I seen a clip on Instagram, and if I would even knew we was going to get to this, I would have certainly saved it. But it was two white women talking, and they're in ministry. It wasn't just like no regular podcast. And she said, is it just me, or does it feel like the root of black churches is like prosperity preaching? Like, it's just all about like, you need to, hope and hold on, it's going to get better, yada, yada, yada. He was like, when you go to white churches, they're not talking like that. And the one lady was like, yeah, I got a black friend who's in ministry as well. And she said, every black church she's ever been to has been like, your blessings coming. Like, it's like dangling the
Hold
stake.
on,
Like,
it's coming.
just hold on, it's coming. He's like, and white churches, they don't even talk like that. And I knew for a fact when I seen the comments, it was going to be emotionally charged black people. Like, why is white people talking about that? This is a ministry podcast. It ain't got nothing to do with race. They're just identifying a difference they see in between the two churches, because I guess they've been to both because they're in ministry. And I was like, man, that is crazy, because I said that last week on the episode, and I said, I read the Bible because I was going through a divorce. I'm like, I need something to make me, like I said, like you said, like a source of strength. Like, this makes it feel like everything will be all right.
Absolutely. The support is there, but it seems like the support does cost.
Is it worth it though?
As much as like therapy costs, right? As much as conditioning costs, as a trainer costs. Everything that you have value in is going to cost you.
Yeah.
And the only thing about church is that it's going to cost you 10% of what you earn.
Yeah, no matter what. And there's no guarantee that there's even, if you're my trainer and I'm paying you per month or whatever to train me, I better be, I'm depending on results.
Results, yeah.
If you're my financial advisor, I'm giving you money to make me
ROI,
more money.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving the church money, and my life may never, ever change at all. It may make someone else's life better, make the pastor's life better. My life may never be better. There's no, well, you're giving this because this is an investment into, you put this in, you're going to get back this. It's not that. That's the only thing.
Faith is it can be good for you. Blind faith can be good for you. Like, ironically, we are in the industry or a job or a career choice, right? That you got to have faith, right? You got to believe that this is going to work out for you. And we put in, and we've lost money in comedy. I'm still probably in the red. It's 11 years later. I'm sure I've lost more money than I've made in comedy to this day. And it's like, shouldn't you stop? My brother just called me like a week ago, like, hey, you gonna stop, right? Because you probably still ain't made enough money to justify you've been doing this shit for a living. It's crazy. It don't matter how long you've been doing it. People gonna always be like, come on, man. Like, and if you stop, that's you losing.
That's what Steve Harvey said. The only way to guarantee that you don't succeed is by quitting.
Absolutely.
That's the only guarantee.
And it's the only way that I think religion, it works in the same way. Like, you've been believing all this time. You've been believing your whole life. You gonna stop now at 30, nigga? You gonna stop believing in church and tithes and offering today? And you like, oh, I have put a lot of time into it. Now I'm stuck.
I definitely believe in God,
Yes.
a higher being, whatever you want to call it.
Spirituality, everything.
Spirituality, the universe, whatever it is, I believe there's a higher being. But religion, I believe that is a way to separate people. Because think about this. I think there's 142 different religions or some crazy number. Either 141 people are wrong or 142 people are wrong.
That's the crazy part. I was an inquisitive kid at church. I'd be like, so wait a minute. You got to be a Christian to go to heaven and things of that nature. But I was like, what if you're just born in like India and like they're Hindu, or I'm born in China, like whatever I'm at, and they don't have Christianity at all. They're going to hell without a chance?
Only sin is unforgivable is worshiping another god.
Right.
So if you're a religion that worships, like you said, Buddha, and this could be splitting hairs because I think Muslims is Allah, but I think that they're basically saying that's the same as the Christian God, just there's no Jesus. I don't know, but like you said, if you grew up somewhere like Dubai or somewhere where it's
Right.
like you're Muslim, you're Buddhist, you know what I mean? You're whatever. That's all you know. So you just go to hell because you were raised thinking
Right.
this?
I was that kid. I was
What?
like, Mom, well, I don't understand. So y'all telling me that these people don't have a chance? Well, that's why we go out to the other places in the world to like, share the ministry. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't catch everybody. It's 6 million people. So I was very inquisitive, and I started to, as an adult now, I'm telling you, I went to church like 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week, all the way up until like 15, 16. So I was super churched out. And now, like, how do I center myself with religion and whatnot? Now it's like, I do believe in God. Like, I pray all the time still. Like, everything's still the same with me. I just physically walking into a church sometimes, I'm just like, I don't have the same desire to do that because that feels like I'm making a choice on what religion is right.
Church, you know what religion is to me? Is like the government. Do this or go to hell.
It's organized.
Get the vaccine or lose your job, or get, you know what I mean? You can't
It's
come
finite. Everything's finite, you know?
Like if you don't do, it's like anything, anytime you use fear as a way to make someone do something, that should be the first sign that something's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I ain't never had to have a chick tell me, if you don't fuck this pussy, something bad's gonna happen to you. Nah, because what they have, I want. You don't have to coerce me. Anything that's worth it, you don't have to tell anybody. If I say, yo, you want this Rolls Royce? You don't be like, I need to think about it. You're like, oh, free? Yeah. Nigga, where the keys at?
Hell of an analogy from a church pivot right there.
You know what I mean?
Went straight to pussy.
So let's really pivot off that.
Yeah. Speaking of Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Shout out Pittsburgh.
Shout out Pittsburgh, my hometown, 412.
I was just there last weekend. Nothing but kind things to say about the city. The people were dope. The club was dope. Can't wait to go back to Pittsburgh. I see why you love the place. Well, I love you. You love your hometown.
Did you ever use that information I gave you?
You know what's funny? The police officer was there. I didn't get a chance to bring it up, but I told the guy in the back about it. He's like, yeah, he's been standing here the whole night. The dog is outside. And I was like, shit. But he told me at the end of the night, and I was like, damn, I would have fucking did it.
He's the police officer. That area, so he works in that area where the club is. That's why I told
Tony
you.
Tony pointed it out. He said, this is what's happening right here. And I was like, oh, shit. And then the cop was there, and you heard the dog barking while we selling T-shirts. And I was like, where's our dog at? That's the cop with the dog right there. And I was like,
nigga, bro, I gave you.
That was
I don't
insane.
fuck what you say. I gave you that layup.
I can't believe it was that close.
I gave you the layup, nigga. That's what I told you on the show. I'm gonna give you something that will kill. Just do it, and then the nigga's there.
The nigga was there,
all
Saturday night he was there.
That's your fucking fault, bro.
No, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, man, anybody know what I'm talking about? That nigga standing right there the whole time.
Yeah, bro. So, what the fuck was I about to say about Pittsburgh? So that shit. So I was gonna hit my boy up who owns that club to get y'all the bottles and shit, but they closed that one weekend to revamp like the security and everything, so they weren't even open for y'all to go there.
Bro, yeah, we asked, like, I think somebody asked where y'all going after this. We was like, what do you mean?
Shout out my man Mike Reed, my man Carl. They own Eon Bar and Grill, Homestead, PA. Pittsburgh, it's a suburb.
Dope town.
Yeah, so
big town.
Yeah, it's like it's the same size as St. Louis, probably.
Homestead or Pittsburgh?
No, Homestead is. Bro, it's just like
got it. Suburbs.
Sherman Oaks in LA. Like it's technically Pittsburgh, but not technically.
It's very cool town. The waterfront area. I like how y'all got river. Y'all got St. Louis. Y'all got a river just like St. Louis, just running down the side of the damn city the whole time.
Oh yeah,
like, that's our thing. So we
got rivers. We got 3 rivers. We got the Ohio, the Monongahela, and Allegheny.
Yeah, you say it right. Fucking Pennsylvania ass nigga. I was listening to the newscasters say that shit. I was like, what the Allegheny? I was like,
they fucked it up?
They sound possessed. No, they were just saying that I couldn't pronounce. I couldn't repeat what they had just said. I knew about Allegheny already, maybe because of Ohio. But the other two they were saying, I was like...
Yeah, Ohio comes up from where Ohio, technically, clearly, but on the left side is the Allegheny, and then on the right side is the Monongahela, and they splits into the Y. And we got the most bridges in America in Pittsburgh.
It's so hilly.
I think we have the most bridges in the world, maybe.
Bro, it's so hilly.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking, I was like, why is the ground up there, over there?
And you're from the Midwest, y'all don't got no hills.
It's flatland. We flatland. That's why we got tornadoes.
My nigga from New York said that. We went to Pittsburgh in 2005. We got back from Iraq, and we was driving to Brooklyn. We went to stop in Pittsburgh for like 2 days first. He was like, nigga, this hill steep as fuck. We was driving up a hill. He was like, how y'all driving in the winter? I'm like, niggas be sliding down these bitches, dog.
Is it mountains there? Is that where the Appalachians is or something? Like, what the fuck?
It's not right there, but there are mountain that's more like outside of the city.
It's such an uneven shaped state.
Yeah,
city.
but that's why we don't have. They said we could never have tornadoes there, and we did have one.
Absolutely, you shouldn't be able to have it.
We had one before.
Fucking playground slide shaped ass state. Like that shit is hella curvaceous.
You know what I want to talk about too, bro? And I thought I just seen this today. I love us as a people, like black people, but there's certain shit that I just absolutely fucking hate that we do. And it's just like, yo, like we thrive on negativity so much, right? Like Bill Burr's famous joke about people are going to support where the money's at. The WNBA doesn't get paid shit because y'all don't watch it. The Kardashians, one of the highest rated shows. It's messy, it's, Housewives, all that shit. The ratings show that y'all like that shit, so that's what we're going to put the money behind.
Right.
Today, I just found out that Pop the Balloon show from YouTube is coming on to Netflix April 10th. Now, shout the Arletta, whatever her name is, her husband, because they're black, they're African, black, whatever. They got a bag. They're the executive producers on it. That's dope. The girl from Molly from
Yvonne Orji.
Yeah.
Comic,
Insecure.
stand-up comic.
She stand up?
She's a comic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's the host of it. But they're the husband and wife are EP in it, right? That's dope. But that show is not really about love. Like, it's about drama.
No, the allure is the shutdowns, the balloon popping, the roasting each other when you find out why you don't like somebody. It's the rejection of the people that makes it interesting, not the love connection.
Yeah, it's not like, and I know that it's so much rejection that when someone finally is like, yeah, I like you too. The comments be like, oh, finally, because it's like people just going on to go viral. The one chick was like, I'm an entrepreneur. She's like, well, you got any businesses you want to shout? She's like, no businesses right now. Bitch, how you an entrepreneur? You ain't got no businesses.
It wouldn't be a show if they were just keeping their balloons on pop. They'd be like, oh, I'll give this person a chance. There's
you think they're going to whitewash it?
Oh.
Polish it off on Netflix?
Well, this is one of those shows where I feel like the interest is the black people and how they shenanigan.
I heard they're going to have like celebrities on it.
To pop balloons?
Like as contestants and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
like kind of like a like people you know.
Oh, well, that'd be interesting to see. Like, can a celebrity? Oh, if he's single or she's single, like the balloon popping. Who gonna pop a balloon if Usher walk in?
No, ain't gonna be no Usher nigga. They gave you names. It was niggas I didn't know, but I knew that they were somebody.
Well, that's a big move though. Either way, but I did have that thought even without knowing who was the EP behind it. I was like, well, that it's gonna thrive off the Negroes Negroing.
So do you think? Because since I said they're gonna have like maybe not celebrities, maybe like reality stars is maybe what it was.
100%.
Think about some show. Do you think it could be successful with no name people like it was on YouTube?
It's thriving right now with no names because all they want to see is people go, hell no, pop.
That's like, just like Jerry Springer or
the virality is when you see
you don't know those fucking people on TV. This is what they're going through.
Here's why it'll be successful because they are nobodies, right? Like it's no cost. That's a low budget production. White background, balloons, regular strangers dissing each other. It can't get any cheaper than that. Why would not? Netflix is like, this is good. Shit gonna cost us $5 to make. Like, it's such a low level, like low cost production that it can only benefit them to have everybody watching that
the
shit.
ROI
live.
is about to be insane on that.
The only thing that I think is always a challenge is that once you go from black people enjoying it privately amongst ourselves to everybody else finding out about it, it takes to like, oh, these niggas on it now. And then they talking to you about it at work and shit like that. You're like, oh, yeah.
Hey, John.
You just see the balloon pop? Absolutely. No, Frank, I didn't watch the fucking balloon. Like, that part makes it annoying. It's like, it's like when they find out about rap. Did you hear that song? And you're like, I guess I heard.
Bone Thugs in Harmony?
Yes, I heard 50 Cent in the club. I heard it a year ago, man. Like, they do that shit to you all the time. Now you about to have your white coworkers. hey, John, did you see that video of the balloon popping on the ugly guy?
Crazy, right?
Have you ever done that show? Have you been on the show? No, I haven't been on the fucking. This is HR somehow. This is definitely a violation of like.
Karen, no, but you know what? It's like, what if they hijacked it like they did Girlfriends with Friends?
Bro.
Like, I mean, not girlfriends. I said
Friends and living color.
Living single.
Single. But nigga, that's not what they're gonna do. They're gonna do that shit in places they shouldn't do that. Like you gonna try to go into a job interview. It's gonna be 3 white people like, pop. Nope, sorry, nigga. Like they ain't gonna give you a job. It's gonna be some fucked up shit. They're gonna balloon pop at all the wrong times. And you gonna have to sue. Like that's just how the shit gonna be. So I hopefully it doesn't get that crazy where everybody's like mimicking it and making it annoying to see.
Yeah.
Oversaturation. I don't want to see that.
I never watched a full episode ever.
I didn't know there was a full episode. I thought these were all memes and like sketches.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm mind blown.
On
now.
YouTube, there's full episodes of
Wow.
season 1 episode. Like, so people were like, you ever see like them shows like Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Like people were following along the Pop the Balloon shit like those Love is Blind shows.
Okay,
like,
so they already had a pilot and everything going.
It was, all right, so shout out Lou Will and Spank, the Underground Lounge podcast. So I was with them last night, and they had Nick Young and Gilbert Arenas on there. And they were talking to Gilbert about maybe taking their show. They said that they want to expand. They were like, we're thinking about taking our show to like a network. And they was like, basically, Around the Horn just got canceled. And they said, we're the only ones, but we're in a situation where you can plug and play. Like we're already set up to just, so that balloon pop shit, you can just put that right. That's why it's airing already. Like they already have the format. There's no, how do we do this? How do we go about it? It's already like, it's like it's not IKEA furniture. This shit's coming already developed. So you already know, you just put it on there with the format you got and then they already know it's successful. They don't have to figure that out. So like with Gilbert and them, they can put them on a network.
Because they're the personality, they're the talent. All you gotta do is put them on a couch and they'll talk
and
shit.
But they're already in that environment, so you're not changing that. You're not like, well, how do we shoot this?
No, yeah.
You already got it. It's
if
already
you can plug and play.
Yeah, so it's like a plug and play
W.
thing. So that's what he said last night about that. And I thought, well, that's kind of what this is. It's already set up. You just go in and boom, it's there.
Yeah, pay me to sit here and talk some shit. I'll do that shit.
There's
all
a
day.
dude, I don't know if you're familiar with him. They call him Aaron the Plumber. He was on that show in a real way. He's always fighting everybody, look like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
So he got put on that reality show with Erica Mena. Like, I guess like, it's like a Flavor of Love, but with her.
Oh, got it.
They're trying to like get her love or whatever. And it aired, I guess, sometime last year, like, because that dude went viral from that Pop the Balloon shit. And he became such a character. He's like, I Love New York or Delicious. It was like, you knew him like, oh, this is Aaron the Plumber. You know what I mean? They kept calling him, he's a plumber. And he came with a short, he was muscled up and shit all, you know, he used to be in jail. So they put him on that show and he was arguing with some dude, like, what's up, you want to fight? And the dude beat him the fuck up.
Oh, right.
And that dude ended up getting killed a couple months later, like in a separate, not because of that, like he was trying to stop a carjacking or some shit and he got killed. And everybody was like talking about it, so it was a moment. But that dude is like, I wonder if they bring him back for the Netflix. If they do that, that's the crazy. Well, I ain't gonna say craziest, but that's nice.
I mean, that's the goal. So like, if they smart, they will. Like just to feed into the fan base and whatnot. It's like bringing back Stone Cold every time you like in the middle of a fucking WrestleMania. Like, oh shit, Stone Cold coming down.
Just imagine if they were like you said, somebody's wrestling Monday Night Raw, whatever it is. I don't watch wrestling, but whatever the Super Bowl of wrestling is, WrestleMania. Everybody's doing shit, and it's like, do you smell?
If you smell, yeah, that's every other year they do that. They lose their fucking mind.
For real? So they
The Rock came back like 3 times already, and every time he come back, they lose their shit. He's that to them. If that's his legend, that's his legend. They like, we need him back. Yeah, he'll be back. Celebrities introduced into that will be good too. Well, speaking of dating, I want to help women out. I had this thought on the way here, and I was like, ladies, you will never red flags and balloon popping. I'm gonna give y'all 3 tips real quick of to check on a man, and this will tell you if you should keep him around or not and take him seriously. First thing is go on a date with him and let him drive. Okay, and that's important, right? 3 things from the driving. 1, his car. Check his tires. If the tires are bald, no tread, that dude is living on the edge. That's a risky man right there.
He's a risk taker.
He is a risk taker. You want to know how his tires are bald or not? If your finger can't get in there, if your first line of your finger can't get in that tire tread, just stick your finger in there. Wipe it off. You can hand sanitizer. Stick your finger in his tire. If his tire ain't deep, sketchy.
Hey, yo.
Get in the car. Pause. You get in the car with him. He turns his car on. Look over there. See if he got some lights on his dashboard.
Christmas tree.
If he got lights on, that's strike two. The man ain't keep taking care of his car. If he ain't gonna take care of his car, you think he gonna take care of you? He not. Thirdly, how he drive. If you don't like how he drive, that's an even bigger problem because if y'all gonna be together for a long time, he gonna take you everywhere because you want to be a passenger princess. Do you like what this is going? Do you like what's happening in this passenger seat? If you don't like how he drives, that's all y'all gonna be doing is driving places. That's where y'all gonna argue at. That's where y'all gonna fight at. That's where you're gonna tell him you're pregnant at. All this shit's happening in the car. If he can't drive or you don't like how he drives, that's 3 red flags. You stay with him after that, you deserve everything that happens.
I got 3 more to add to that.
All right, let's go. Let's help these ladies out.
All right, so ladies, let's say you get past John's test, the tire, the warning light, and the driving ability, right? Fast forward, you've been dating a guy for 3-4 weeks. That's enough time to be like, oh, I'm really starting to. It is very pertinent to bring him around men that you respect or that you value or dudes that you would fuck with if they weren't your relative or they weren't the homie or whatever. Like, dude, you'd be like, that's the kind of man I would want to be with. Bring him around them. If that dude, y'all watching football, family at Sunday at your dinner, Sunday dinner at your family's house, football's on, you come, and his nigga's not talking to nobody. He's quiet. He's not interacting. He's a beta.
Sus.
He can't. It's like bringing a lion around another pack of lions, and they're like, and he's like, you know what I mean? Like
that. And sometimes dudes don't want to overshare because it might give away something about the personality that everybody else can pick up on. So if dude's kicking it and he's not trying to expose where he's at on things, like what team he fuck with, his sports analysis, if he ain't trying to say shit, hey, what you hiding, bro?
Because think about
Sketchy.
this. So partially, and women hate when I say this, but it's the truth. Part of the reason why I used to have to ask for permission from the father to marry the daughter is because part of it was like they want to know if this even economic, like on a business sense, like
yeah, it's a transaction in a sense.
Way back, it was like, is this good? Like, is this good stock?
Yeah,
like I don't want your shitty family
breeding
breeding with mine.
Yeah.
But then it came on to be like men can assess men way better than women. You ever see women be like, oh, don't talk to me, my boyfriend's crazy. And then you see the boyfriend, you're like, we send that nigga to the store to get and bring the fucking change back. Your boyfriend beat you up. He don't beat nobody else up, bitch. You think he's crazy. You think he's this because he picks on you or he's tough around you. When he gets around other men, he's a hoe.
Yeah.
So that's why your father and your brothers and uncles will be like, hey, come on, let's go kick it in the man cave. Let's go watch the Steelers play.
Yeah.
Let's go watch whatever your team is. He's not, yo, what you think about? I don't really be watching sports like that. Oh, what you do? I play video games. I mean, in an anime or whatever. It's like, hey, my nigga. Like,
men could easily assess the dude you date and tell you, like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And if you choose it to be it, you will find out why this wasn't it.
And when a girl's coochie tingles, her logic is out the window.
You can't help them.
You could tell them anything like, yo, this dude's a coward. You shake a man's hand and it's weak, your dad will tell you, yo, nah, he not the one. So bring that dude around your men in your family that you respect, uncles, dad, brother, whatever, whoever, and let that man give you the rundown because within 30 minutes of being around him, they know if they can rule it out 100%. I'm telling you, do that.
And, don't be surprised about what his habits are. You can find out the habits very easily. Honestly, if you don't like a gym rat, you can find that out very early. Like, I'm telling you, the gym rats don't fuck around with their gym time. You want to know if he a gym rat or not? Ask him some random shit that only gym people know. Like, hey, can you bench 225? If he say yes, gym rat. If he say how many times, he gonna be in that gym more time than he spend with you. Because any nigga that can, or you like, hey, how many times can you bench 245s on the side? And nigga be like, you trying to play a game? I'll take you to the gym. And you can find, like, don't get nobody excited about the gym if you're not also excited about the gym. Because what's going to happen is you got an active-ass dude, and your inactive ass going to either be a turn-off to him or you're going to be bitching about him going to the gym, and he going to hate you for that. Don't do nothing where a man will resent you for taking away his favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like
Whatever
whether
the thing is.
restoring an old car, working out,
Don't.
whatever it is, watching football. If you take that away from him, it's over.
Resentment starts inward and then it goes outward. So if you see what that man values and you go, oh, he loves that shit, do not fight with your own logic and say he needs to love me more than he loves that shit. That's your first mistake to getting left because he's built a whole life of loving that. And he just met you 8 months ago. You are not about to replace the thing that he clearly loves with your whatever the hell you think this is.
If you're a big back bitch that loves Wendy's and McDonald's and shit, and this nigga is the type of nigga that when you say, yo, what you doing Thursday? And he say, oh, arms. The nigga respond like that, just stay clear of this nigga because he not about to let your fucking trans fat food eating ass in his way of them games.
Keep it simple or you know, it's not going to be love. I can tell you that right now. It won't be love.
If you ask a nigga what he's doing on a day and he refers to about a body part that he's working out, take your fat ass to somebody who's like, oh, it's hookah night down at the...
Dragon breath, breathing bitch. Like, compatibility is important. You need another nigga that loves hookah just as much as you. Like, inactive people and active people are the worst combinations. I don't know why people even... You can see that shit early on if they busy with shit. If I met a girl that worked out aggressively, like trains, all kinds of shit, like spends 20 hours a week in the gym, I'd be like, there's going to be little to no time for me. Either she just wants to fuck intermittently or it won't be a relationship. That's clear because she got her thing going on right now. Unless I'm a gym rat, we ain't going to work.
3 things that are a no-go for you in a relationship, automatic deal breakers, 3 things.
Oh, well, I would guess smoking would be one.
Smoking what?
Anything. I hate smoke.
Weed.
Yeah, that's just like...
I can tolerate weed to a certain extent, but I don't want to see you like this, doing all that. Bitch, go ahead with that shit.
I can't deal with it. And it's not like I dislike you for it. I just know that my compatibility won't work. I can't have that shit around me randomly.
Cigarettes, cigars, any of that shit is a no-go. Weed, do it on your own time, but I don't...
Duck feet.
What the fuck is the web feet?
No, like when a girl walks and her feet point outwardly like that, and she kind of goes, her feet just kind of go outward.
What kind of bitches you be fucking with, bro? I don't even know what that is.
You've never seen a girl walk outward with her feet?
Bow-legged?
No. Bow-legged is fine. The bow-legged I love.
Oh, no, bow-legged is when it's like this.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's...
I'm talking about girls who do the
pigeon toe.
Duck walk.
Pigeon toe.
Yeah, pigeon toe's fine too. I'm talking about duck walkers.
Nigga, that's something. I gotta Google that. I don't even know the fuck.
Yo, if you ever see a girl who can't make her feet face the way she's walking, I get mad. I get mad so much. Tuck them feet in, dog. And then third thing that is a deal breaker for me is, just a boring chick.
In what capacity?
Like, I need to know that your life was about something before I got into it. I would love to be... You want a
bitch that will go steal with you? That kind of...
No. I mean, like, I would love to be your world if that's your thing. But, like, I need to know that before you met me, this was your world. What was your thing before me? It can't be that you just did nothing. Like, you just did nothing and then you stumbled upon a dude. Now that's your world? No. What was your world before I was your world? Because that means to me that the last dude was your world, and the dude before that was your world, and the dude before that was your world.
Oh, her world is contingent on the niggas she's with.
I need to know what is your world without me, and then I can know. Okay, cool, because that means you're gonna be focused on that when I'm not here. But if that means I'm not here, that means you're gonna be like, I need a new world because he's not here right now. She's gonna be world searching, and I can't. You know.
So cigarettes is the number 1 deal breaker for me.
I don't like to smoke. I gotta ask.
I just can't do it. Like I said. Weed, hookah, whatever, like, I don't want to really see it because it will kind of turn me off. Like, and if you do it, but there's signs that you do it, like your gums is, your lips is black.
Your clothes smell.
That is going to turn me off. So if you can do it without me really, like, peeping it, then go ahead. I don't care. But cigarettes is absolutely not.
Oh, yeah.
And I got catfished twice by chicks lying about that. And I caught them, and I was just like, in an instant, I didn't like them no more.
It can't, it's something like that consumes you, meaning like you don't have control over it. I don't think you have control over smoking if you choose to smoke. Like if you smoke, I feel like it's taking over you already.
Like what kind of bitch smokes cigarettes? Like just
they started at some weird part of their life and they never broke it, and that's why I feel like I can't really deal with you because I feel like you can't break anything. You should be able to break most things.
If you smoke cigarettes, I feel like you let raggedy niggas get you pregnant.
A 40-year-old man for sure hooked up with you when you were like 19. Like something like GPC meant that he gave you something that one cigarette one day. You was like, this ain't so bad. And then you just kept doing it. And now I'm like,
And if you smoke something like, if you smoke cigarettes, that's out. But then if you smoke like Marlboros or some shit, like, bitch, go get a Newport like a regular black people. Like, if you want some shit like that, I'm really fucking out of there.
it's just, I just can't do it. I don't want nothing smelling like smoke. I don't need nobody pulling up to my kids' games or anything like that.
Can you fuck with a bitch that drink beer?
Oh, yeah, I can fuck with beer. If you can handle it.
I like it. Some bitches some niggas be calling bitches Stone Cold Steve Austin and drink beer and shit.
I get it, but like there's just girls from different parts of the country. Like when I got to college, everybody drank beer. Like it was just the Midwest. Like you throwing back Keystones and
What's
Natty
more
Lights.
feminine if they're drinking beer out of a bottle or beer out of a can?
I guess a bottle is more feminine, but a can. If a girl's like breaking cans like Stone Cold.
Nah. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about like that, or she got the gooseneck.
The bitch is Homer Simpson. Like, no,
She
I
like
got a Homer
this.
Duff Man.
Comes the Duff.
Duff Man. Now, you can't be Duff Man and whip. We both can't pop a can at the same time. You did tip your little fucking.
I think the bottle, but if she needs to hold it down at the base, like my dick.
Damn.
And like if she got it up at the neck like this, she's like, yeah. Nah, bitch.
You know what's funny?
You look like Rock Kim holding the mic and shit, nigga.
You know what's funny is when I first started hanging out with my girl at her house, she would have my favorite beer in the fridge. And I thought,
she liked you. You're
nigga,
lucky as
my
fuck.
goofy ass thought like, damn, you like Blue Moon too? I'm fucking these Blue Moons up. So no, I got them. They're for you. And I'm like, ain't nobody in my 6 years of living
That's why I
ever
gotta
had
get
my
me a white
favorite
bitch.
beer in the fucking. It blew my mind. I called my brother when I left her crib. I said, this girl, I just want my coworker, my manager. My manager had my beer in the fridge.
Hold on. This made me think about something. So yesterday when I'm out there at the podcast with them, they do their shows, but then after, when it's all done filming, it's like their after hours, like everybody just hanging out and shit, drinking or whatever. And they got Grand Cormino, like Kev sends that shit by the fucking boatload, right?
Nice.
In the middle of the podcast, Kev sent over a cutout of his face with two big ass, their new Magnum bottle of like Reposado Grand Cormino with the bottle girls and shit, and like reps from Grand Cormino. Like, I'm like, this nigga Kev is, I can't wait to be that kind of nigga. Just to send, yo, my man Spank is filming. Send, you know what I mean? Go send the crew over there. But anyways, I'm in there and they're coming in. One of the girls who's a rep or like she does something, she's like, hey, what's up, Mike? And I'm like, the fuck? I didn't even recognize her. I'm like, maybe she knows me from social media. But I'm racking my brain all night. I'm like, damn, who is this motherfucker? Then the night is progressing, and I'm looking over, and this other girl, we keep looking at each other, and I'm like, I fucking know her from someone. Separate, different girl. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, fuck. So finally, I'm talking to the second girl. We're chatting, boom, 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 whatever. She tells me her name. I'm like, she says her name is Nia. And I'm like, what's your last name? She tells me her last name is Teddy Riley's daughter. I'm like, I knew you from somewhere I follow on social media. 2020, I was liking everything she was posting. Hard eyes. But I ain't recognize her.
Teddy
Riley's daughter, the music producer.
Got it, okay.
It's his daughter. I was like crushing during COVID. Didn't recognize her. She just looked different. She had red hair. I'm like, oh, I know you. We start talking. She's cool as fucking person. I'm like, okay, cool. But then the other girl, I still couldn't figure out where I know her. Yo, she's from my city. I've been around her 100 fucking times. She just looked different. She's out here. I didn't even know she lived out here. She does like some type of like event. You know, she's in the spots where, you know, she cultivates like these.
Right.
I was like, oh shit, I finally figured it out. I'm like, yo. But just being in that environment, I was like, man, it's a lot of bad bitches up there.
It's different. Upper echelon
Tall,
shit.
rich niggas.
Upper echelon.
All them
Wait,
niggas.
what tall part?
All them niggas. Oh, no, I'm saying the bad chicks come out for tall, rich niggas.
Oh, got it. Oh, because the NBA players were there.
Spank is a tall, 6'5" rich nigga. Lou Will, tall, rich nigga. Gilbert Arenas. Nick Young, 6'8" or 6'9" or some shit.
But the short 5'3" nigga sent them niggas bottles and bitches.
Yeah, the little niggas.
All right, what's up, short nigga?
Cash!
We running shit. Y'all working for us.
So Yo, so speaking of short niggas, you familiar with the nigga Ashton Hall? The morning routine nigga that been going viral and shit on the internet?
Is he short?
So they
He
say
probably is.
they say he's 5'6".
Oh, that's crazy short. If he said that's his stated number, he 2 inches short.
But I don't think he said it. I think like somebody did like some digging or some shit. Because he
Oh.
played football
Oh,
in
gosh.
college, and they said the nigga had like 8 carries for like 6 yards.
That's a short nigga stat.
So I'm gonna play this video and shit of this motherfucker, and
Oh boy.
we gonna watch it and tell me what you think. All right, wakes up at 3:53, toothbrush in the drawer, nasty work. He's using sparkling water to gargle.
That's excessive. Yeah, that nigga's short though.
Wait till we get to the car.
So we're going to be serious about the Lord's business.
The ASMR, get ready with me is crazy.
That's ridiculous. Ain't no way that nigga did all that.
Look, he dived in the pool, say 7:36 till 7:40. So he was in the air for 4 minutes.
Nigga. He just now showering at 8 a.m.?
Then watch this, bananas still in the
Oh,
face.
that was OD.
More
What's
ice.
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
What's his obsession with ice water?
Thank you.
Oh, what's this light-skinned bitch again?
That's a white bitch.
Oh,
So yeah, so
nails was long as shit.
I used to follow dude.
You knew this guy in advance?
Not like knowing personally, no. Like I didn't know that nigga.
Why was you following him, dog?
He was on some fitness shit. And his content used to never be that. The nigga's content was like workout videos and shit. So I was like, oh, following and shit. Then here's the thing, right? Because I have a little bit of hater in me. So I'm looking at his videos and shit. He got videos that did 186 million views. Now, at this time, he got 8 million followers, right? He got 8 million followers. He got videos that got 186 million views, 156 million views, like all this shit, right? So I'm thinking like, that's excessive. And this is even before, this nigga just went viral for this. And his content, he only been doing this for a couple of weeks. Like this is new, that pouring out water and shit, that's all new shit. He used to just do these running videos with his shirt off and shit. He's, he on steroids and shit. He body's good, you know what I'm saying? Pause. He built, you know what I'm saying? So that's that shit was doing well, but not 89 million views. Every video, like, so I'm like, hold on. So I go to The Rock, who got 400 some million followers. I went to Cristiano Ronaldo's page, and I went to Lionel Messi's page. They 500 and 600 some million followers. They got a few videos that like did crazy millions, but most of their videos doing 20, 30 million or 50 million or whatever. At 600 million followers, 500 million followers, 400 million followers. I think I had 8 million followers. I'm like, yo, this is some crazy shit. Everybody once, the internet loves hate. As soon as this nigga start going crazy viral, they start digging. He's getting evicted from that condo right there. So they was trying to play it like he was broke, but it wasn't getting evicted for not being able to pay. He was getting evicted because I guess he cloned the key fob so somebody else could use it. I don't know if they was on some sharing this shit. I don't know. It's
He
Miami.
didn't get evicted for making that stupid ass video?
Bro, he should have.
Like,
But that's not even the worst one. He got niggas handing him his bag and shit. Like, it's just, bro, you don't do that every day. Everybody's talking about it. Carmelo Anthony said, nigga, you're routining like this every morning.
Call him right now.
Niggas said,
He should
bro,
be in the
niggas
middle of the
said
routine right now.
he's a poor time management influencer. Like,
Poor time management.
nigga said he spent 6 hours getting ready for the day.
At that height, you don't need 6 hours to get ready. That nigga is about 5. I saw his elbow to wrist ratio. That shit was short as shit. That's a compact nigga. You need about 30 minutes to get ready.
But that Saratoga Water shit, they said I think they said, maybe somebody was exaggerating. I think they said like their shit went up like 140%.
It's distilled or something. Still, what's they call it?
Well,
It's the S word about
still, like
still
still water.
something like
But
that.
they had sparkling too, and he was using the sparkling to brush his teeth.
Oh, get the fuck out.
The fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
I don't have a problem with him living that lifestyle. Showing that lifestyle to the poor is crazy. Because it's just like, what are they supposed to do with that information? You think that's church like. Be like, hey, if you live like this, you might go to heaven. Like, bro, if you live like this, what, we're gonna turn into you?
Bro, he said you're spot on, because after that, he said he made a video addressing all the hate. Like, I'm a follower in Christ, and Christ was a leader. He wasn't a follower. So I know that if I'm leading, there's gonna be people following me. Hit them niggas with the, you know what I mean?
No.
Hit
Tell me
niggas-
he ain't got a brochure or a plan or something that you
Oh,
got
he was trying to sell niggas? And when he said he was like talking to the dude about trying to sell him a $10,000 plan, some other nigga was like, yo, he's talking to a blank screen. Like, there's no light reflecting in his eyelid. Like, that's how bad niggas be diving into
I'm
this
gonna need
shit.
$10,000 is the craziest thing to put into your video. And then he said it while like off, like looking off to the camera. That's
Yeah, bro, we
recording
got to
him.
get you in at 10,000.
Finish that clip. 10,000 cut. Like you gotta. Why would I record myself negotiating 10,000? What the
Well, it's just like,
followers? What are you asking for?
so I think the views might be fake. I think this might be like a guerrilla marketing campaign.
I think that you for sure can buy whatever you want to be on there. And if
Because ain't no way you fucking telling me this nigga right here is getting more views than Cristiano Ronaldo
I saw a girl
or the fucking Rock.
I saw a girl get her ass bit by a lemur or a jaguar and had 120 million views. Like she's sitting squatting, the animal came over, bit her ass. She did have a fat ass, and then he just ran away. And it had 120 million views. And I watched it 12 times. So I know that all 120 million of hers is valid. She only had like 100,000 followers, but that video was like bookmarked. And I was like, what the fuck? 119 million views? Let me click and see what the video is. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's worth it. Like, the little
Yeah,
animal
that's
just
a
comes by-
one-off. He has like 20 of these bitches.
Oh, no, that's illegal. Ain't no way.
I'm saying.
You can't do that.
Go
You know how
do
much
that.
gold you got to make to do that shit? Fuck no.
Niggas, it's fake, but I think it's a. They said anyway, he's a cornball. Like,
You can't influence people that way. That's a bad way to influence.
let's do word association.
Okay.
St. Louis,
Pizza.
basketball.
Fade away.
What?
Fade away.
Aliens,
Real.
NFTs,
Scam.
furries.
Unfamiliar.
When humans be dressing up in the Furbies or whatever, like
Furby?
that's what it's called.
Furries. You said furries, right?
Yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Furby.
It's when they have conventions where grown-ups dress.
Furby.
That's a Furby.
With a B.
Oh, I thought it was furries.
Still unfamiliar. You can pick either one.
So how the fuck do you know you're right, but you're unfamiliar with it?
Yeah, because I can tell that either one of those make me uncomfortable. I'm familiar.
All right, vegan,
Racist.
baby oil.
Back sex. Hey, yo.
Ooh, fucking. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nigga, hey, yo.
No. You know. Like back in 2008, you want a girl to ask you for a back massage, you got baby oil.
Nigga said back sex.
Yeah, like I'm on her back rubbing the oil in, but
Anal?
no, like you just rubbing her back massage and like now
And
you
then
already,
you slip it in.
yeah.
So rape.
No. Back massage.
You on some
bleeding.
Deshaun Watson shit,
No,
nigga.
the toot up, the back massage to the toot up.
And then you two, yeah.
I'm not tooting up. They're
Hey,
tooting up.
yo.
No, I said 2008.
All right, marriage.
It's an idea for people.
Stephen A. Smith.
The golden, the Twilight, end of the road.
For real?
He's moving that way where he started getting geriatric.
Starting to spiral out.
He misspoke about the Kobe funeral thing, and it makes you look like, you're getting old, grandpa. You're starting to misremember things, and
He's fucking up.
You're a reporter, so you can't fuck up your report. Otherwise, it makes you look
That's because
unreliable.
he's moving with emotions and
He's getting upset.
and not statistics.
And that's that old nigga shit where you get mad at the youth, and now he's trying to go at the youth, but the youth is overmatched. You're overmatched by the youth this time. You got a 40-year-old and a 20-year-old. You can't beat that much youth.
No.
You they age combined. Like, you gotta chill.
Yeah. Last but not least, daughters.
The true fairness. It's fairness.
Elaborate.
Everything in life I thought I didn't care about, she's made me, my daughter has exposed that of me. Like,
So she gives you balance.
balance of the soft side I thought I did not know I needed to
Okay.
have. So very fair for you to have a daughter if you were like a jerk or an asshole or a less considerate guy. And not even on your own doing it. Maybe you just didn't take the time to think about little things. Now I've considered all the little things.
Facts. I want my daughter. I'm kind of like, I wanted a son because every dude wants a son, you know what I mean? But I got a daughter who's exactly like me.
Yeah.
So part of that is like, we talk and I'm like, oh, it feels like I'm talking to a
No,
little
yeah.
nigga.
And I got a son and a daughter, and I 100% think my daughter is more like me than my son is. Like, I be looking at him sometimes like, dog, oh, you acting like your mama? That's crazy. But my daughter be like, that nigga is acting like his mom, dad. I'm like, yeah, he's like, we be on the same shit, and he'll be like, no, dad, that's inappropriate. I'm like, oh,
Hold on, your daughter's named after your mom?
man, my mom, yeah.
Because I seen you shout your mom out. Shout out my man, John Grimes.
Yeah.
Was on the news in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Shouted out his mom, and I was like, nigga, that's his daughter's name, too.
Ironically, yes. My mom's name is Goldie, and we named my daughter Goldie. And ironically, it wasn't my idea, it was my girl's idea.
The fact that your mom is named after a pimp, but was so devout to the church is crazy. Goldie
Who's
the
a
Mac?
pimp? Oh, yeah, my mom was born in 1948. Goldie wasn't even alive before that movie. She was born in Oklahoma in 48. Ain't no way that pimp existed.
So give me your made up 10 names that you forgot to bring.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this? All right.
Go ahead.
One night stands.
Fun.
Dirty underwear.
Pass.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Gums is black.
Parallel parking.
Time out. I backed into the parking meter in front of the Tonum's podcast the day I was pulling up. The day wasn't there, but luckily it was just my tire at the curb. So I got distracted because I seen a car or Lamborghini going up.
Lambos be
It
running
was like,
up and down that street,
I was like,
bro.
oh, boom. I was like, oh shit. Got out. My brake sensor came on and shit. I was like, fuck. And it went away. It was just like it got rattled from my car is cool. But all right, go ahead. What's that for?
For dark nipples.
Oh, lovely. Hershey kiss.
Okay. Dogs.
Man's best friend.
Wrong hole.
Who?
Wrong hole.
Bang Bros.
Bar fights.
Rite of passage.
Okay. And Bud Light.
Racism.
Bud Light racism.
But I love Bud Light.
It is a go-to beer.
It's a cheap, it's an affordable, inexpensive, reliable source of
if you bring a 12-pack of Bud Light to somebody's party, they'll be like, oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, hey.
Get that shit out of here.
But if the wrong person brings the Bud Light to the junction, to the function.
Absolutely.
It's like,
hey, Tyler, what's up with the Bud Light? He's like, oh, I thought we were hanging niggas. Like, wait, what?
I thought we were hanging niggas.
I wanted to watch. Wait, you said something crazy.
Good.
Which one was it? Not nipples. What happened after nipples? I was like,
Bar fights?
bar fights, rather passage.
Rites of passage.
You just said something.
Coors Light racism. What the fuck was it?
Wait, okay, so you do prefer dark nipples? Is that what I was to understand?
Yeah, I like them.
Dang, that was. What did we just break laughing at? Whoopi Goldberg was what? Black gums?
Black gums.
What is the need to?
Bernie Mac. I hate Whoopi Goldberg. Her gums is black.
Oh, You can't be
Oh,
that.
don't be menace while drinking your juice.
You
in
can't be
South
that
Central.
hue of nigga and like say stuff without people being like, wait, what do you mean by that?
I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now,
You black on paper.
nah. So here's the thing. You know what bothers me about that? I think I said this before, is that I have no white upbringing at all. Like my mom's mom and her sister are the only people from that side of the family that I know. Like their mother and family disowned them because they got married to niggas.
Oh.
So like I never had no, I'm going to my white family reunion this week. Nah. Like my grandmother and them, way before I was born, like my grandfather that raised my mom, who's black, he raised my mom when she was 6. So my grandma had 3 kids, all by an Italian dude. That didn't work out. She got with the black man. And her sister dated his brother, so they weren't going to double date thing. Once that got wind to the family, they cut them off. So I was raised as just my grandmother and my aunt, and then my mom and her, you know what I mean? I don't have no uncles or aunts that I'm like, oh, Aunt John's house. I mean, Aunt.
So your grandmother had a black husband.
That's who. Yeah, that's
And
the only
then-
husband.
and
That's the
then-
only grandfather I know.
And then but your grandmother had a white daughter who also ended up with a black.
Yeah, so
Parent.
my grandmother has 3 kids:
Got it.
Ricky, Mark, and my mom Terry, all Italian
Right.
by the one dude.
Right.
That didn't work out. She met my grandfather Earl,
Got it.
deep black ass nigga like Bernie Mac from Deep South.
So your mom's stepdad was a black dude.
Yeah,
Got
who
it.
met my grandmother when my mom was 6.
Got it. So she raised by a black dude, basically.
Raised by a black man.
Got it.
Every family reunion, every event, always was at my grandfather's mom, my great grandmother's house.
Got it.
So it's all niggas there. There's no white people, you know what I'm saying? Just us. We don't, you know what I mean? My mom and my grandmother's only in my aunt because they're brothers. So
Okay, but then your
my
mom
mom
and her
gets-
sister.
both get, no, my grandmother and her sister
Uh-huh.
married 2 brothers.
Really?
Yeah, so my grandmother, her husband, his brother is married to my aunt, her sister. So it's like you and your brother go on a date with 2 chicks that are sisters.
But is this your mom and your aunt or your grandma?
No, my
and her
grandmother
sister?
and her sister.
Got it. Okay, your grandaunt.
Yeah, so
They both got black dudes.
Yeah.
Married. And then
then
got
my
it.
mom was born, or my mom,
Was already alive.
yeah, gets pregnant by my dad, black dude.
Got it.
Then they don't work out. My stepdad, a black dude. So when we would go to family functions, we were going to my stepdad's family.
Got it.
Black.
Got it.
I don't have no white. So it's like when people are like, oh, no, nigga, I'm the opposite of Drake completely. I don't have no type of like, oh, I remember I used to go to camp with my grandmother, the white side. Like, nah, I don't know none of them. Well, this has been a fucking long ass episode.
yeah, we might split
Before we get out of here, man, my man Ryan Davis special drop today on Patreon. You can go to Ryan Davis Comedy, check that out, man. I fuck with it. I was going to watch it tonight, but now I'm going to sleep after
Yeah, I
this
was
shit.
gonna say we up late tonight for
Yeah,
y'all.
it's late. This is a late episode.
Y'all better enjoy this episode.
I will be at Flappers with Ocean Glapion this Thursday, 7:30, Burbank, California. The rest of the shows I got coming up there in my bio. San Diego, me and John Grimes will be there April 6th, and then we'll be in Phoenix May 4th, and June 18th we'll be in Sacramento, and I'll be in New York June 15th on Father's Day. You got any shows coming up?
Yeah,
Right.
those with you. A couple in LA coming up. By the time this airs, I'm done. I know I'm in Jacksonville next month too, or it might be May. So yeah, just check my page. I'll tell you where I'm at.
Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video, comment, whatever. Give us our feedback. I know y'all say y'all don't like his mustache. We addressed that already.
Appreciate you.
But we appreciate the support. We're at 96 subscribers right now. Hopefully, by the time this come out, we'll have crossed the 100 threshold. We appreciate the support, man. I'm Mike Murphy.
John Grimes.
See y'all next week.
Peace.